kind of hard work that you have to put in just to get to this point.
That's right. So I guess it's just being in the championships. Of course, what both teams want is to win the championship. But being here and being a top 2 seeded team all throughout the season, I guess it's already something that both teams should be proud of.
And of course, battling through injuries too, which is all part of playing the sport. And UST pretty much personifying that. Aiza Maizo with that back injury all throughout. Banatikla now adding on to her current injuries. Starting. Well, the defending champions do not even think that these girls are going away just like that. Let's listen now to the 2009 champions, the LSU Lady Spikers.
Number 1, the Rookie of the Year.
When it comes to individual awards, and they pretty much racked it up, starting with that girl, the Rookie of the Year. What a job this year, Em.
A lot of people recognize the talent with Esperanza, and I guess that award is something that is well deserved for this young girl.
That girl, graduating, Jack Alarca, the MVP. And the veteran, Stephanie Mercado. What a stint for her, and probably playing in her last game if it ends today. And of course, as I've always said, probably the most complete player they have, Cha Cruz, who might graduate. Well, she is graduating. She might return. She might not. We'll see what happens with Cha Cruz. But I think she's going to play one more year.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah, they always say it's like with the coach.
What? You know that at the back of their heads, they really want to play.
At saka bakit mo naman kung ikaw yung coach? That's a girl that you really need.
Of course.
And LaSalle raring to finish this off. Now, the question always with LaSalle is there always will be a point, especially when they're up against UST, that kinakabahan sila like in that 3rd set and 4th set. There are 2 ways to look at it. If you're rooting for LaSalle, you survived it, you showed character in the 5th set. But if you're rooting for UST, you're thinking, we almost have them. We came back from 2 sets down. I think this is our moment. We might win this game today.
Rookie of the Year, Mika
Apart from
Esperanza.
that, we know na yung loss nila of Maru Banatikla in set number 5 poses really a big question to all of those who are supporting UST. So now that the UST team is complete, it's something that we have yet to see how they will perform today.
Stephanie Mercado a little wide on her first attack. The UST men's division wrapped up their championship earlier on. UST, by the way, already the general champions.
Wow.
Hindi pa tapos yung football, hindi pa tapos yung volleyball, sila na. Malayo na yung dulo ng susunod, which is LaSalle. And I'll talk about that a little later on. Now we're tied. When you look at the numbers, though, Jack Alarca's numbers are down this year compared to the other years, but that's only because the kind of talent that she's surrounded with right now with this team.
That's right. That's why we always say, Esperanza is actually having such a, it's such a good opportunity and also a great situation to be in. Ang dami mong options with, the lineup that they have.
All right, let's check in with Erin Torreon from the DLSU side.
Bring back the glory to Taft Avenue. Undoubtedly, this really has been the end goal of the Lady Spikers all season, and today they really want to finish things off. But after having reviewed game 1 of the finals, these girls have learned that overconfidence was what cost them those 2 sets because they didn't exert much of an effort with the reception. So this is really something they intend to change and improve on in this game. And speaking of this game, the Lady Spikers are basically focused on 2 things. First, be quick on their offense, and second, they plan to be completely perfect on their blocks. Meanwhile, coming into this game, when I spoke to Coach Ramil about what was different about his team in the finals last year, and this year he tells me that his 2011 team is already used to the pressure. They know what it is to have an end game, and he really believes his girls can win it today. Boom and Ann.
Thank you, Erin. Well, when you think about it, this is the 3rd straight 5-set game that LaSalle has gone through. UST in the last game of the elimination. In the semifinals, that exciting match against Ateneo. They were pushed by Ateneo. And then the last game, game number 1, as Aiza Maizo gets it through the block now. And we are at 4-2. And if there's anything that you can take from last year, that has got to be experience and maturity. And maybe that's the reason why kahit na umaabot ng 5th set, nakakayanan na ng Lasal.
That's right. So now the difference, I guess, is that these girls have that end game. So nakakahabol pa rin. And I guess confidence and, that experience. Tama rin si Coach Ramil. And you also mentioned that one thing that they lacked in that first game was reception. Dahil naging overconfident and it's very clear in the statistic that we saw earlier.
Because they were dominating in the first 2 sets. I mean, by their standards already. Bad reception there. Mercado. Cha Cruz will try to make something out of this. The lead is 3. Maizo playing in her last game. Oh, that's a good ball. Kept alive by Cha Cruz and Alarga. Ortiz puts it away.
Excellent call by Makulangan to give that to Ortiz.
And the familiar running kill from Micah Ortiz. Aiza Maizo, as we said, playing in her last game. If it ends today, I wonder what she has to say about the MVP race. As Kumabao puts it away for the kill. 6-3 now. Patch Cansana still reports for UST, so let's go to her.
UST as defending champs got in the court with high morale and a lot of positive thoughts, even if they lost game 1. Coach Shaq was honest in telling me that they are pressured in a way, but at the same time, after their practice yesterday, it turned out to be good enough for him to tell me that his confidence in today's game was doubled. One more thing that added to his confidence is the return of Maru Banatikla in the game. Though not 100% okay, she is fit enough to play today. After that cramps that she had during the fourth set, she wasn't sent back because from her legs, her cramps went up to her abdomen. This is due to total dehydration, so she was sent to the hospital and got out yesterday morning. After being given a lot of potassium and rest, she is here to help UST in getting one more game. So before I left Coach Shaq to the game, he said that basta we have to do really great on game 3. Then I said, Coach, game 2 pa lang tayo. And he probably said, magkaka-game 3 kasi, Patch.
Well, that has been the story for UST this whole year. Injury, gutting it out, trying to play through it, and still making it to the finals. But they are down here by 5 as we get to our first technical timeout.